guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have the event for Monster Jam sign-up series number 212. So before we get things started, I am very quickly going to show you guys the field of trucks as always. So that is what you guys are looking at right now, so just make sure to look for your name, and then of course you can see which truck you are in. So for this sign-up series, I got a total of 64 sign-ups, which is pretty good. Now, if you guys are pretty good with how brackets work and things like that, you guys will probably know that with 64 trucks, that means there will be no fast loser, because that's an even number all the way down, because 64 would go down to 32, and then 16, obviously, and then the quarterfinals, and then the semis, and then the championship race. So that means there's going to be no fast losers in this event, which I have fast losers all the time, usually in all my events. So that's going to be something different for my sign-up series, but it just happened to work out that way this time. So anyways, we're getting close to the end of the list here. Sorry that it takes so long to scroll through it. I just want you guys to be able to read the whole thing. So here's the last few people right here. So that is the field of trucks for this sign-up series, and now it is time to take a look at all of the races. Here are all the trucks right here lined up, and now I will show you guys the races up close. And then after this, we will take a very quick look at the track, and then we will be officially ready to start this sign-up series. So yeah, here's the second row. Now here's the third. There is 5 full rows here, so here's number 4. And now here comes the very last row. And the final race of round number 1 is going to be between Georgia and Stone Crusher. So those are all of the races for round number 1. And now let's take a very quick look at the track. So like I say, as always, it is the same track like it is for every other one of my sign-up series, but just in case any of you guys are new to my channel, I am very quickly going to go over it. So for the ramp, we have the normal show-off showdown ramp, and the trucks will obviously go down it, and then here is where the racing lane is, and now at the end here, we have my laptop, and then a line of trucks on either side. So basically, as you guys know, whoever hits it first, if both trucks hit it, whoever hits it first will be the truck that advances. If they hit it at the exact same time, we will do a rerun, and then obviously if only one truck hits it, or neither, or I should say, if one truck hits it, obviously they win, but if neither one of them hit it, then obviously whoever goes first is the winner, because that's how the sign-up series works. So, yeah, now that we are over 2.5 minutes into this video, let's get underway. We're going to kick things off with me and the Hunter Soldier Fortune taking on Backwards Bob. So, sign-up series 212 is underway. And the first win is going to go to me and the Hunter Soldier Fortune. Next up, we have OCD Meltdown taking on Thunder 4x4. And the win is going to go to OCD Meltdown. Next up, we have a Gears and Galaxies battle between the Gears Son of a Digger and the Galaxies Pirates Curse. And Pirates Curse flips over and has a terrible run. That's going to give the win to the Gears Son of a Digger. Next up, we have the Ride Truck Gravedigger taking on Black Pearl. And wow, Ride Truck Gravedigger is normally one of the fastest trucks on my sign-up series, but he's going to lose to Black Pearl. Next up, we have the Galaxy Zombie taking on the Elemental Earthshaker. And it is going to go to the Elemental Earthshaker. Next up, we have Bulldozer taking on the Hunter Max D. And it is going to go to the Hunter Max D. Next up, we have Saigon Shaker taking on Florida. And it looks like Florida is going to hit the line first. That was a pretty good race, but Florida will take the win. Next up, we have the Sheer Madness Gravedigger taking on the Elemental Dragon. It is going to go to the Sheer Madness Gravedigger. He just barely hit the line first. Next up, we have the Fire and Ice Gravedigger taking on the Training Trucks Earthshaker. And it is going to go to the Training Trucks Earthshaker. Next up, we have a Fire and Ice battle between the Ice Alien Invasion and the Fire Monster Mutt Rottweiler. It is going to go to the Ice Alien Invasion. Next up, we have Jurassic Attack taking on the Red Crustacean. And it is going to go to Crustacean with a block. Next up, we have the Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Kraken. It is going to go to Kraken. Next up, we have Raisin Kane taking on the Gold Bakugan Dragonoid. And it is going to go to the Gold Bakugan Dragonoid. Next up, we have the Mystery Machine taking on the Fire Son of a Digger. And the Mystery Machine flips over. That's going to give the win to the Fire Son of a Digger. Next up, we have Stinger Unleashed taking on the Inverse Brodozer. And it's going to go to the Inverse Brodozer. Next up, we have the Gears Soldier Fortune taking on Monster Mutt Poodle. And Monster Mutt Poodle will take the win. Next up, we have the Zombie Mohawk Warrior taking on Texas. And wow, Zombie Mohawk Warrior with the huge upset win over Texas. Do you still believe in miracles, Anthony? Next up, we have the Ride Truck Megalodon taking on the Boneyard Mohawk Warrior. And is going to go to the Boneyard Mohawk Warrior. Next up, we have the Max Contrast Dragon taking on Avenger. Avenger is going to take the win. He hit the line first. Next up, we have the Galaxy's Megalodon taking on the Inverse Higher Education. And it is going to go to the Galaxy's Megalodon. Next up, we have Time Flies taking on Iron Outlaw. It is just barely going to go to Iron Outlaw. Next up, we have Sparkle Smash taking on the Gears Earthshaker. It is going to go to Gears Earthshaker with the come from behind win. Next up, we have an ice battle between Northern Nightmare and Dragon. And it is going to go to Dragon. Next up, we have Freebird taking on Whiplash. And it is going to go to, I think it's Whiplash. Oh, I don't know, actually. That is very, very close. I'm going to go straight down. Oh, man, their tires look to be about dead even. That's too close to call. I'm going to do a rerun. That was a fantastic race, but now it's time for the rerun. We have switched up the lanes, and let's see who's going to get it. It is going to be Whiplash. Next up, we have Wolf's Head taking on the Hunter Son of a Digger. And is going to go to Wolf's Head with a upset win over the Hunter Son of a Digger. Next up, we have the Showtime Black El Toro Loco taking on the Fire Mohawk Warrior. And is going to go to the Fire Mohawk Warrior. Next up, we have the reigning championship truck, Scooby-Doo, taking on the Yellow El Toro Loco. And Scooby-Doo picks up right where he left off, and he will take the win over the Yellow El Toro Loco. Next up, we have a battle of the Mix 17 trucks. We have the Red Burn Victim Zombie taking on the Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And that is a close race, but it looks like it is going to be Rottweiler, I think. Let me go straight down just to make sure, because they're at an awkward angle. But you guys can tell right there that Monster Mutt Rottweiler will take the win. Next up, we have Double Decker taking on the Gears Max D. And it is going to go to Double Decker with a block. Next up, we have Cyclops taking on the Zombie El Toro Loco. And it is going to go to Cyclops. Next up, we have the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger taking on the Training Truck Zombie. And it is going to go to the Training Truck Zombie. And next up, we have the final race of round number 1, which is going to be between Georgia and Stone Crusher. And it looks like it's going to be Georgia. You guys can definitely tell right there. We'll go straight down just to show you guys. Georgia will take the win. Alright, so round number 1 is finally complete, and now it is time for round number 2. So here's a look at all of the races. I'm going to show them up close here just for round 2. So that will be the first race of round 1, and then we'll just go down this line right here. And then here's the second line out of 3. And the final line right here only has 4 races, I think. Yep, so round number 2 is going to end off with the Training Truck Zombie versus Georgia. So those are all the races for round number 2. And we're going to kick things off with me and the Hunter Soldier Fortune taking on OCD Meltdown. So round number 2 is underway. And, well, I kind of fell off the side, but I'm going to count it anyways because I'm in the Hunter Soldier Fortune. So I'm going to lose. OCD Meltdown had a great run, and he's moving on to round 3. Next up, we have the Gears Son of a Digger taking on Black Pearl. And Black Pearl does a wheelie, and that's going to cost him. Gears Son of a Digger will take the win. Next up, we have the Elementals Earthshaker taking on the Hunter Max D. It is going to go to the Hunter Max D. He hit the line first. Next up, we have Florida taking on the Sheer Madness Gravedigger. And it is going to go to Florida. I know Gravedigger kind of hit the Hunter Son of a Digger, but Florida was already to the line when he hit Son of a Digger, so I'm going to count it. Florida will take the win. Next up, we have the Training Trucks Earthshaker taking on the Ice Alien Invasion. It is just barely going to go to the Training Trucks Earthshaker. Ice Alien Invasion had a really good run, but unfortunately, he is going to lose to the Training Trucks Earthshaker. Next up, we have the Red Crustacean taking on Kraken. And it is going to go to the Red Crustacean. He hit the line first. Next up, we have the Gold Bakugan Dragonoid taking on the Fire Son of a Digger. And it is going to go to Fire Son of a Digger with a block. Next up, we have Inverse Brodozer taking on Monster Mutt Poodle. And it is going to go to Monster Mutt Poodle. Next up, we have a Battle of the Mohawk Warriors. We have the Zombie versus the Boneyard. Ooh, what a race, and it looks like it's going to be the Boneyard with a comeback win. Next up, we have Avenger taking on the Galaxy's Megalodon. It is going to go to Avenger. Next up, we have Iron Outlaw taking on the Gears Earthshaker. It is going to go to Iron Outlaw. He hit the line first. Next up, we have Ice Dragon taking on Whiplash. It is going to go to Ice Dragon. Next up, we have Wolf's Head taking on the Fire Mohawk Warrior. And Wolf's Head has a terrible run. He lands over on his roof, and that is going to give the win to the Fire Mohawk Warrior. Next up, we have the seemingly unbeatable Scooby-Doo taking on Monster Mutt Rottweiler. It is going to go to Scooby-Doo. I thought Rottweiler might have came back to take the win, but Scooby-Doo is going to block him. And one thing that I just remembered is the only race that Scooby-Doo has lost since Sign-Up Series 209 was the championship race of Sign-Up Series 210. Scooby-Doo is really fast. Next up, we have Double Decker taking on Cyclops. And Double Decker rolls over. That's going to give the win to Cyclops. And the final race of round number 2 is going to be between the Training Truck Zombie versus Georgia. It is going to go to Georgia. He just barely hit the line first. If you guys don't believe me, you can go back and watch it for yourselves. That was really, really close. But Georgia did hit it first, and he's going to take the huge upset win over the Training Truck Zombie. So now it is officially time for round number 3. We are down to a total of 16 trucks. So let's take a look at the races up close. We're going to kick it off with OCD Meltdown taking on the Gears Son of a Digger. And then we're going to go down here. There's the end of the first row, and the second row here only has 2 races, so there are 8 races here, and after this round, we will be set for the quarterfinals, and that is the round when I will go over the field of trucks. So we're going to kick things off with OCD Meltdown taking on the Gears Son of a Digger. So round number 3 is underway. And the first winner is going to go to the Gears Son of a Digger. Next up, we have Hunter Max D taking on Florida. And it is going to go to Hunter Max D. Next up, we have the Training Trucks Earthshaker taking on the Red Crustacean. It is going to go to the Red Crustacean. He hit the line first. That was another very, very close race, but he did just barely hit the line before Earthshaker. If you guys don't believe me, you can go back and watch it for yourselves. Red Crustacean is moving on to the quarterfinals. Next up, we have Fire Son of a Digger taking on Monster Mutt Poodle. And it is going to go to Monster Mutt Poodle. Next up, we have the Boneyard Mohawk Warrior taking on Avenger. And Mohawk Warrior flips over. That's going to give the win to Avenger. No Spin Master trucks on my channel have ever won 3 championships, but both of these trucks right here have won 2, as well as a couple others. But Iron Outlaw and Ice Dragon, 2 two-time champions, are going at it here. Let's see who's going to take the win. It is going to go to Iron Outlaw, and that was a great race. That just shows why they're both 2-time champions, but unfortunately, Ice Dragon has been eliminated, but Iron Outlaw is moving on to the quarterfinals. Will Fire Mohawk Warrior just be another one of Scooby-Doo's victims, or can he get the upset win? It looks like for now, he's going to be another one of Scooby-Doo's victims. He moves on to the quarterfinals. And the final race of round number 3 until the quarterfinals is going to be between Cyclops and Georgia. And Cyclops is going to take the win with a block. And now we are down to the quarterfinals of Monster Jam Sign-Up Series number 212. And one thing that I noticed is that a few of these trucks have won championships before. Like I said before, I know Iron Outlaw is a 2-time championship truck. And then Monster Mutt Poodle, Avenger, and Scooby-Doo have all won before. And I think Hunter Max D has been pretty close before too. So a lot of fast trucks here in the quarterfinals. And now let's go over the field of trucks. So inside of the Gears Son of a Digger, we have GD_Toby12901. Inside of the Hunter Max D, we have Jacob Armstrong. Inside of the Red Crustacean, we have Josh Healy. Inside of Monster Mutt Poodle, we have Elaine O'Neill. Inside of Avenger, we have B-Dog Webb. Inside of Iron Outlaw, we have Marsh Stark. Inside of the unbeatable Scooby-Doo, we have Super Sun Sprite Bros. And inside of Cyclops, we have Dupe Goop. So that is the quarterfinals for Sign-Up Series 212, and without further ado, we're going to kick things off with the Gears Son of a Digger taking on the Hunter Max D. So who is going to be the first one to move on to the semifinals? It is going to be Hunter Max D. That was such a close race. There has been a ton of close races in this event, but if you guys go back and watch it for yourselves, you can tell that Hunter Max D did hit the line first, so he will take the win. Next up, we have the Red Crustacean taking on Monster Mutt Poodle. And it is going to go to Monster Mutt Poodle. Next up, we have 2 of my fastest trucks, Avenger versus Iron Outlaw. And they show why they're so fast right there, but just barely. Iron Outlaw, the two-time championship truck, is going to edge out Avenger, the one-time championship truck. And next up, we have a very highly anticipated rematch from the semifinals of the last sign-up series, Series 211, and I'm sure that Dupe Goop remembers this because he was in Cyclops last time, and he's in Cyclops again, and in the semifinals of the previous sign-up series, Scooby-Doo won and ended up going on to win the sign-up series, so this is the final race of the quarterfinals here. Can Cyclops get his revenge, or will Scooby-Doo continue the amazing streak that he is currently on? Let's find out. Well, I'm sorry, Dupe Goop. Unfortunately, you have lost to Scooby-Doo. You were so close, man. That is the second time in a row that you have lost late in the event to Scooby-Doo. And unfortunately, you have fallen short. Better luck next time, man. And Scooby-Doo is moving on to the semis. And now we are down to the semifinals of Monster Jam Sign-Up Series number 212. So before we get things started, let's very quickly go over the field of trucks. So inside of the Hunter Max D, we have Jacob Armstrong. Inside of Monster Mutt Poodle, we have Elaine O'Neill. Inside of Iron Outlaw, we have Marsh Stark. And inside of Scooby-Doo, we have Super Sun Sprite Bros. So now let's quickly just take a look at the stats really quickly for these four trucks. So actually, let's go over the drivers first. So first of all, none of these drivers have ever won before. So we're going to have a new championship driver, which is really, really cool. But another thing is both Marsh Stark and Super Sun Sprite Bros, the drivers of these two trucks right here, have never been in any of my sign-up series before, and they are making their debut. So this might be the first time ever that I've had two people making their debut make it all the way to the semifinals, so that is pretty cool. And like I said, none of these four have ever won before, but as for the trucks, a lot of these trucks are very familiar with winning. Hunter Max D is the only one that's never won before, but he has came close. I just don't recall the farthest he's ever made it, but I do remember he's made it pretty far before. But Monster Mutt Poodle and Iron Outlaw and Scooby-Doo have all won before. Monster Mutt Poodle's a one-time championship truck, and it won in Sign-Up Series 208, only 4 Sign-Up Series ago. And then Scooby-Doo is also a one-time championship truck, and it came last series in Series 211, and that truck has just been on a hot streak lately. In Sign-Up Series 210, he made it to the championship race, but just fell short, and then he won Series 211, and now here he is in Series 212. Scooby-Doo has been on an absolute tear lately, and then Iron Outlaw is a 2-time championship truck looking to be the first ever Spin Master to get its 3rd victory. Let's see if he can do it. This is a very interesting semifinals, but I've been talking for almost 2 minutes now, so without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Hunter Max D taking on Monster Mutt Poodle. So who is going to go to the championship race? It is going to be Monster Mutt Poodle and Elaine O'Neill. I am so sorry to Jacob Armstrong. You were so close, man. I know you're a pretty long-time veteran of my sign-up series at this point, but unfortunately you have fallen just short. Better luck next time, man. Maybe you can finally get that win in Series 213. But congratulations to Elaine O'Neill and the Monster Mutt Poodle. You are in the championship race. So now that Hunter Max D is out, that means we are going to have a repeat winner for trucks because Monster Mutt Poodle has won before, and so have both of these trucks. So let's see who is going to meet Elaine O'Neill and Monster Mutt Poodle in the championship race. Oh, I don't know who won that. That was so close. I'm going to go back and take a look at the clip really quick, and you guys should probably rewind that and get another view for yourselves as well. Well, I really hate that it comes down to this, but you guys could tell in that instant replay, if you look at it so closely, that may have been the closest race ever on my channel. I don't know for sure, but I think that was probably the closest race we've ever had where there was a clear winner, because Scooby-Doo did hit it first. Like I said, I absolutely hate that it came down to that. I'm so sorry to Marsh Stark and Iron Outlaw, but, I mean, Scooby-Doo did hit it first, and I have to be fair, so unfortunately, man, you have lost. But still, you're in your debut, and you made it all the way to the semifinals, so that is nothing to be disappointed about. Better luck in Series 213, and maybe you can win. And also for the truck, Iron Outlaw has fallen just short of its 3rd ever win. It won Sign-Up Series 185 and 204, I believe. But Scooby-Doo, for the 3rd consecutive sign-up series, is in the championship race. Well, this is what it all comes down to. This is the championship race for sign-up series number 212. So inside of Monster Mutt Poodle, we have Elaine O'Neill, and inside of Scooby-Doo, we have Super Sun Sprite Bros. So like I've said a million times now, both of these trucks have 1 win each. Monster Mutt Poodle was Series 208 and Scooby-Doo was Series 211, so both have won pretty recently. Monster Mutt Poodle is actually very special because that is the truck that won at Monster Jam Fanatics house when I met up with him back in May for Sign Up Series 208. So yeah, both these trucks though, one-time champions, and I know I've said it a million times now, but Scooby-Doo is on an absolute tear right now. Its only loss since Series 209 was the championship race of Series 210. So this is the 3rd sign-up series in a row he's made it to the championship race. Can he win back-to-back, or will Monster Mutt Poodle stop him? Let's find out. Your winner of Monster Jam sign-up series number 212 is going to be none other than Scooby-Doo. Has done it yet again. He has officially won back-to-back, and for the first time in a long time, I believe, we have a debuting driver that has won Super, I believe his name is Super Sun Sprite Bros. I couldn't remember the name exactly because he's so new, but Super Sun Sprite Bros, congratulations, man. You have now won in your debut, and just like that, you are a one-time champion on my channel. Congratulations, man. And Scooby-Doo is no question the fastest truck on my channel right now. That is obviously going to be the favorite going into Series 213. We'll see if he can do it again. But man, oh man, Elaine O'Neill, you've been signing up for my sign-up series for a long time as well, but unfortunately have never won before, and you have fallen just short. So better luck next time. Maybe you can finally get your win in sign-up series 213, and Monster Mutt Poodle has fallen just short of getting its 2nd ever win. But Scooby-Doo now has his 2nd ever win, and it came in back-to-back sign-up series. That truck is unstoppable right now, and we'll see if he can keep it up in Series 213. Now, this is going to be my last video for about a week. I think next Monday probably is going to be the sign-ups for sign-up series 213, and that is because I'm actually leaving for vacation the day that this is being posted, and I had originally planned on pre-recording the sign-ups for series 213 before I left so I could do the event when I got back, but unfortunately, I'm running out of time because I'm recording this the night before I'm leaving in the morning, so I'm still going to post this tomorrow, but I'm unfortunately not going to be able to do the sign-up series 213 sign-ups for about a week. So I'll be taking a week off, but I will be back next Monday for the sign-ups for sign-up series 213. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Congratulations one last time to Super Sun Sprite Bros and Scooby-Doo for winning. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe, and then also leave a like on the video, turn on post notifications, and comment anything you guys want to down in the comments below. And I will see you guys next time.